Welcome, 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 people. This is Show, and this is a new episode of Lead with Love, a talk with Show. I hope you all are having a great Monday. It's a beautiful day today, a blessed day. Every day is a blessed day, right? When you wake up in the morning. So let's get this started. Let's get it started. Today's topic is becoming a better version of yourself. Okay. Again, becoming a better version of yourself. Right. So I'm just going to lead with a scripture, which is Ezekiel 36, verse 26. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 26. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. All right. So I'm going to be transparent for a moment, right? And this is a safe space, right? This is a safe space, right? I could trust y'all, right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of story time, right? So for those of you that know me from back in the days, growing up, I was very spicy, right? Very spicy. I had a slick tongue, and I did not care what came out of my mouth, right? Who would have thought? Who would have thought the person sitting in front of you today, would be so reckless with her mouth? But yeah, I was. I was. I'm still a little sarcastic, but back in the days, it was even worse. Um, I would always like boast about being the verbal assassin. Like I would, if we were arguing, I would make sure that my words cut you deep, deep. You'll be bleeding after I'm done with you, right? So and also I was very emotionally detached, right? I didn't let people see me cry. And if they did, it wouldn't be often. I wouldn't let them see me cry, if at all. Um, I would bottle up everything inside, and then when I just couldn't take it anymore, I would explode, and it will be a war. It will be a war, like lava everywhere, lava flowing everywhere, right? And if somebody wanted that smoke, baby, I would give it to them. Like, you want that? You need that? I got that. Okay. Like, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. All right. Yeah, I got that for you. Right. So that was just me, and every single weekend, if there was a party, oh, show was there. Show was there, because a party ain't a party if I until I come through it. All right. Yeah, show was there, and not and honestly, let's not leave out the fact that I drank a lot at those parties. A lot, excessively, excessively. You know what I mean? And in hindsight, guys, all of those things were not the best version of Shoanna, right? That was Show, or Show Black, as they called me back in my neighborhood. Those are not the best versions of Shoanna. Okay. I was dealing with a lot, and that was my way of escaping a lot of things. So, you know, um, I didn't figure that out until later on in life. That was like my way of coping with things. Um, so a little back to like my childhood. So, like most, I was raised in church, right? But honestly, didn't really understand what was going on. Um, I really just like going there because I like to sing, right? But as I got older, I'll admit I strayed away from church, went back, strayed away, went back. It was like a revolving door, right? But I truly did want to have a closer relationship with God and get my life on track, and I also was in a horrible relationship when I moved to Pennsylvania, and I needed God's guidance in order to help me get through that, right? So, but again, I know I needed Him and needed the Lord's help in doing that, and I wanted to become a better version of myself, and I knew that I couldn't bring my old lifestyle with me into this new lifestyle that I was trying to create, right? Because obviously the old way wasn't working. So in 2008. while I was in PA, I joined the church, New Beginnings Church, and I got saved, right? And it was the best thing I could have ever did in my life. Okay. Um, and things were finally taking a turn, right? So then a few months passed. In September of 2018, I moved down to North Carolina and joined the church by November of 2018, Agape International Church, right? And the following year, I was baptized, right? I joined the praise and worship team. I joined the usher board. I just simply made a quality decision to simply change, right? Now, deciding to become the best version of yourself doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that I totally forgot who I was. It just means that I knew that I didn't want to be that person anymore. The things that I used to entertain, I don't anymore. If your words aren't edifying, I don't want to hear it. My mind is more so set on praying for the person or extending grace. The things that I used to trip over, I walk over them now. I try my very best to lead with love, no pun intended, and kindness. I allow myself to be corrected by others because let's face it, if you can't be corrected, then you can't grow, right? And before if I felt slighted or disrespected, I will cuss you out with absolutely no problem, right? But now I'm way more mindful of the things that I say and how I react because God would want me to, that's what God would want me to do, right? This is a version of me that He wants to see, okay? And that's just my personal journey, okay? And it's absolutely okay that yours doesn't look like mine. It is absolutely okay. But you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. Okay. Everyone, there's a better version of you somewhere. No one's perfect. You're not perfect. Okay. We should all be striving to be our very best selves. In order for you to become a better version of yourself, you have to work on your inner self. Change is scary, but it's good. Growth is a process. But let me remind you that you don't have to be perfect. Okay. Here's a few quick tips to become a better version of yourself. Start with your thinking. Your habits usually follow your mindset. Try replacing negative self talk with honest but constructive thoughts. Be consistent. Pick 1 to 2 areas that you can work on and build from there. Be honest about your weaknesses. Don't ignore your flaws. Instead, just face them. That allows you to actually improve. Showing vulnerability is not a weakness. Surround yourself with the right influences. People, content, and environments will shape you. You need people who would uplift you, not drag you downward. Remember that real growth is gradual. Okay? It's not a race. It's not a race. Okay? It's a marathon. It takes time. Okay? Philippians chapter 1 and 6 reminds us that progress takes time. You're a work in progress, not a finished product. Keep going. Keep working on becoming the best version of yourself. Okay? Just keep working at it. Remember, it's not a race. Okay? Take your time. It's gradual. You'll get there. Just keep at it. That's all I got for today, babies. I hope this works for someone. Okay? I love you. Like, share, subscribe, and be blessed, everyone. And remember, in all you do, lead with love. Bye.